Hello, good evening. My name is Mario Rivera, and I'm here to present my final exam video. For the requirements, it was told that we needed to explain three things that we believe every American should learn, should know about what I've learned from the class. To begin with, the first one I think is, what is Chicano studies? Um, to explain, I believe every American should know about the different terms and meanings that are used to describe or a group who originate from Latino, Chicano, or even Mexican descent. It's important because it not only shapes the identity, but also the history and how we view each other. Um, these terms all possess a large significance from cultural, political, and even historical as well. Um, so, for example, as I mentioned, the three terms Latino, Chicano, and Mexican. For example, Latino refers to a person who roots from Latin America. Uh, Mexican uh, refers to a person who is tied to heritage or even nationality to Mexico. And Chicano, lastly, Chicano, is a cultural and political term that identifies someone who is tied to a Mexican American in the U.S. That's my first part. Second, I would say is ec- uh, how ethnic studies can be used not to only heal, but to also connect the nation and Chicano as well, other Chicanos as well. What I mean by that is, I believe every American should know about ethnic studies, as I mentioned, not only to heal, but also to educate others and the nation itself about different cultures and their history, uh, which also includes Chicano and its culture as well. Uh, that can range from learning and teaching others about different sorry, cultures, um, which can help understand and connect others with each other. Uh, it can be something simple from food, the cultural traditions, or even the struggles that they had to face with either currently or have faced in the past. Um, I also think learning these studies or learning the history, I also think Americans, it would help them communicate with others better. It would avoid any type of stereotype, misunderstanding, or any type of ignorance as such. But more importantly, it will show them a different perspective and appreciation, as well as respect for the culture and ethnicity. So that's my second take. My third take would be the future of the United States. Um, I mentioned that because I believe Americans should learn and know about the impact that the U.S. will have in the future. I say that because the growth of the Latino population is exponentially growing, and I believe that will help out Americans know or learn more about their history, about themselves and their culture, widely their culture. It will also help them learn about the demographics, about what's going on, different statistics, numbers that are being brought up. It'll also help them establish uh, awareness of the culture as well as respect. Uh, and more importantly, I believe it will help them prepare for society, for the diversity that's to come for the country's future. Um, Another thing too that will play a major role in this, and that would also help teach Americans as well, is that it will help them plan for the future for the nation's education programs, as well as workplace diversity. Another thing would be social services. That would greatly help them with those programs as such. Um, One thing too that plays a great factor is because Latinos have greatly shaped the nation as well, from the education system, workplace, politics, and culture as well, mainly culture. And one question that was brought up for us to discuss in this video as well is to talk about how, if ethnic studies will be needed or necessary by the year of 2050. And I, especially due to the drastic demographic changes that are occurring and happening in today's society, and especially this whole year and ever since the whole um, political elections and such. You know, I don't want to get political now, but the question is, will ethnic studies be necessary or needed by the year 2050 due to the demographic changes that are occurring now? And me personally, I believe that yes, I do think ethnic studies will be necessary and will be a, how would I put it? Will be an essential for not only today's generations but also the future generations. I say that because ethnic studies, and this is not just for Chicanos, Latino, or Mexican studies. It's not just for that, but I mean every type of ethnicity, race. The Latino population, yes, it is growing very exponentially, very fast, very large, especially in the near future. By 2050, by 2050, um, it will be over 30%, taking over 30% of the United States, from what I got the statistics. But my reasons for that is because not only will it be necessary for the Latino and Hispanic population, but also for other ethnicities and races, such as you got Asian, you have Black, you have indigenous, you also have other multiracial populations as well. And since, due to the U.S. being diver, diversely populated as well as growing culturally diverse, um, ethnic studies will be essential by that time. Um, Another main reason is because, as mentioned earlier before, with the three reasons why Americans should know, be more known, aware of this, is it will help them understand. It will help them not just understand, but also connect with other ethnicities and races as well. It will help them understand from their histories, their cultural traditions, and, as I mentioned earlier, even the struggles that the groups had to face, whether that's now or even in the past in history. A lot of things, you know, they a lot of struggles as such, you know, they took in a huge toll, not even a toll, but it's left a mark in that ethnicity's history. And it's always best to learn about that, and you know, use that to avoid that in the future. You know, instead of being separate apart, use that to connect each other to become united. Hence, the United States. But more importantly, I believe ethnic studies will not only benefit Americans, but it will also benefit the future generations to come. It will teach the new generations about the history that has happened, how those people, those group have fought for their freedom, have fought for their rights, have fought for a place here in the United States. It will show them, um, it will give them a different perspective about um, their ancestors or what they had to face. You know, show them appreciation of what they had to go through in order for them to be where they're at now. And I feel like it's not only just a class, not only just a program. I feel like it's a marking of history. I feel like that is something that should be important in life. It should be something that should be taught, and that would greatly help. Not, like I said, not only Americans, not only the nation, but importantly, the future to come. And it will greatly benefit everybody. Um, and yeah, I feel like I do believe and I do agree that ethnic studies are truly essential and needed for the future. It, even beyond 2050, it it demonstrates our history, demonstrates our culture, our past struggles, and it will help us mold and create a better future, not only for the people, not only for Americans, but for the nation as well. Um, this will conclude my final exam video. Uh, I hope you guys, you know, you guys are interested, but uh, I will conclude it there. You have a great evening.